Get this muted. Okay. We are live. Okay. Final game of the season. Happy New Year, everybody. Should be a very interesting one. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. What a game do we have today? It's the NFC title game, and neither team can win it. Oh my gosh. Where did my mouse go? I'm trying to set up Okay, there we go. It was just being a little slow. Red zone. New Year's resolutions. Um, I don't know if I got any. Just be a better content creator, I guess. I guess that one's mine. Okay, here's the rundown of today. The Buccaneers need the Saints to win, and if the Saints win, they get in the playoffs. If if the Falcons win, the Panthers get in the playoffs. So basically, Bucks are rooting for the Saints, the Panthers are rooting for the Falcons. The Saints do not have Chris Olave, blood clot in his lung, so they're rolling with Kevin Austin, Dante Pettis, Samari Torrey, and Ronnie Bell as their wide receivers. They're out their starting center, their second string tight end, their third string tight end, their first three running backs. Their starting running back wasn't on the team. It's going to be a tough game to win, but if they do win it, I don't think they have to win it, but if Tyler Shuck plays well, like Rookie of the Year him, like he should be winning Rookie of the Year. You got Bucks fans chanting "Go Saints" in their stadium. You got Baker Mayfield saying he's a Saints fan today. what a change in sequence of events. Also, the lighting's a little bit weird. Usually it's like this, relatively well. But since I got the hat on, it's a little bit darker than usual. But we're rolling with it. Unless you guys want to see my hat hair all day, which I doubt you do. What happened to Holker? He retired. The Saints, I think, released him or something. Then he retired. Samari Torrey, the guy they... I can't believe we're talking about these practice squad guys who are starting. It's a yearly occurrence. He did some decent things with Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. Whether or not he ends up making plays today for the Saints, I don't know. They activated Naheem Hines from the practice squad, the running back. We'll have to keep an eye on him. I have no idea what to expect, but we're going to get rolling. Just adjusting one of my lights, trying to get it a little bit better. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. All right. Let's roll. Looks like the Saints are about to kick off first. Also, something in place is the Saints' schedule. If they lose, they get fourth place in the division, and they will have a fourth place schedule next year. They will be playing like the Cardinals, the Raiders, and the Giants. But if they get like second place, they're gonna be second or third. They're gonna be playing like the Chargers, the Chiefs, or the Cowboys and Commanders, or the Seahawks or Rams. So, like, if they lose, it's not the worst thing in the world either. But, obviously, losing is not fun. What pick did the Bucks get? I don't know the draft pick stuff today. I think the Saints, if they lose, they end up still with, like, the 8th overall pick. If they win, they might get pick 11. It feels like they're going to be within 8 to 11, no matter what. Saints going to kick off first here in Atlanta. Here we go. Charlie Smith with the kick. And here's the return. Yidam brings him down. Good tackle at the 25. It's crazy. that the two best teams in the division right now are the Saints and the Falcons, and they're not competing for the division. Like, Atlanta's been really good over the past month or so. Their defense just like did their thing against Matthew Stafford, possible MVP. And both of these teams are one win away from competing for the division. Like, if the Saints beat Miami and Atlanta beat another team, like, they would be competing for the division right now. It's freaking insane. Regardless, though, it is what it is. The Falcons, 1st and 10 from their own 25. Got to stop Bijan. Absolute monster. They're going to start off with the run to Bijan, who cuts it back. Kool-Aid with a decent hit on him. Pretty big hit, few yard gain. Chase Young and Cam Jordan, both relatively close to getting 10 sacks on the season. I think Cam Jordan needs like half a sack, while Chase Young needs about a sack and a half, I believe. To get both, if both can get to 10, that'd be amazing. Okay, 2nd and 7 for Atlanta. They're going to run it again. This one to Algier, and there's, I think, Cam Jordan on the tackle. Picks up a few yards, so it'll be 3rd and 3 coming up. The Saints are the kid that slacked everything at the start of the year and aced everything at the end. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I think Atlanta just went hurry up, no huddle. Saints showing pressure. They're in the shotgun. Algier's the running back. Kirk Cousins to throw under some pressure from Chase Young. And Chase Young and Granderson get the sack. Well, Chase Young is now one more play away from getting to 10 on the year. And he hasn't played the whole season. Chase Young gets the sack. Granderson's first sack, I believe, since like September. Okay, Chase Young has 8.5 on the year. He's probably at like 9 right now. All right, Cam Jordan needs half a sack, and Chase Young needs 1. Atlanta goes 3 and out. Here's the punt. It's a high one. I think Dante, I don't know who's returning this, but they just fucked up. He picks it up at the 5, cuts it back, and he's making some man miss and gets to the 20. That was a interesting sequence of events. That was Naheem Hines on the punt return. He lets it bounce for like 20 yards, picks it up at the 5 or inside the 10, and then runs to like the 20. All right. Saints on offense. Tyler Shuck out there. The Saints' first quarter offense has been so awful this season. Let's see if they can maybe get something going here to start. Taysom Hill's the running back there. Go play action bootleg. Shuck rolling out right. Looking downfield. There's Juwan Johnson, and he fumbled. Juwan Johnson fumbled. Atlanta's got it, and Taysom Hill gets the tackle. Oh, my God. Juwan Johnson, you're joking. We get a 20-yard gain, and Juwan Johnson fumbles. Juwan Johnson's supposed to be the reliable man today, and he fumbles on the first play of the game. Man, you're joking. Xavier Watts, the Falcons rookie safety, picks it up. A.J. Terrell popped it out. That isn't... Oh, my God, man. Of course, the defense gets a 3 and out. What is that? 3 straight weeks the Saints have fumbled on the opening drive. Atlanta play action from the Saints 40. Kirk Cousins is sacked by Cam Jordan, and there's number 10. Cam Jordan with 10 sacks on the season. Oh, my gosh. We thought this dude was like the worst player like ever last season, and now he has 10 sacks. 10 sacks. Oh my gosh. Now Chase Young needs 1, and he'll be at 10. The Saints are 1 sack away from having 2 players get 10 sacks. That is insane. Good for Cam Jordan, man. Good for Cam Jordan. It's now 2nd and 13 for Atlanta after a Cam Jordan sack. Bijan gets the handoff in motion. And who was that? Alontae Taylor with the TFL in the backfield. Atlanta's moving backwards. Looked like Bijan was about to cut it back for a big play. And Bijan gets brought down in the backfield. Appreciate that, Steven. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in, really. It's always fun doing these. Last one of the year. Or last one of the season, I guess. 3rd and 15 for Atlanta. Cousins to throw under some pressure. Screen to Bijan. Someone tackle him. And they bring him down just short of the first down marker. It'll be like 4th and about 4. Atlanta, what are they going to do? Go for it or kick the field goal? I'm assuming they're going to go for it. What do they got to lose? All right, 4th and 3 for Atlanta. Kirk Cousins in the shotgun. Saints showing blitz. Cousins is going to throw under some pressure. Over the middle, finds a man. That's Kyle Pitts. Over the middle. First down, Falcons. Damn. Second game as a Bucs fan watching this stream. It don't matter. I know this game's relevant to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Kyle Pitts able to get the first down over the middle. They're just outside of the red zone. And they're going to start off with the run from here. And Chris Rumpf gets the tackle. Bijan with only like a yard or 2 on that one. I think the biggest thing for this defense is just containing Bijan all game long. Because like you could argue he might be the best player in the NFL. You could argue that. So they're containing him for the most part right now. But can they contain him for 4 quarters? I don't know. Like, he's just an absolute freak of an athlete. All right, 2nd and 7, Atlanta. They're in the shotgun. Bijan's the back, just outside of the 20. Cousins will throw it under some pressure. Wide open man out wide, and that's Darnell Mooney. First down. First down, Atlanta. 4 a.m. in Australia. That's crazy, man. Appreciate you tuning in, though. Is it a Sunday or a Monday in Australia? Oh, he didn't get the first down. It's 3rd and 1 for the Falcons. They run it with Bijan, and now they got the first down. They're going to be at like the 12-ish yard line Monday. That's crazy. Should the Saints draft a tight end? The only one, there's 2 I would consider. I think it's the Oregon tight end, and I think Stowers is the other dude. Stowers. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but Oregon, Sadiq or Stowers are the only 2 I think I would consider. All right, Atlanta is at the 12. Let's see if the red zone defense can do something. Cousins will throw it. Oh, Granderson picked it off on a screen. Carl Granderson picks it off. What a play. And the Saints take it right back. What a freaking play from Carl Granderson. Oh, my gosh. That was nasty. Oh, my gosh. That was awesome. The Falcons are running a fake screen to the left to Bijan. Look for a tight end screen to the right, and Carl Granderson picks it off. Oh, my gosh. What a play. What a play. Defense gets a pick. I got to get this posted real quick to the gram. I'll see if I can get it pulled up on the stream as fast as possible. What a play from Carl. This defense over the past like month and a half has been one of the best in the NFL. I think statistically in the past like month and a half they've been a top 10ish, 15ish defense. I want to say top 10. Like numbers wise, they're top 5 in a lot of categories. And Carl Granderson comes up with a huge interception. Will I post Jordan's 10th sack of the year? If I can find it, I will definitely post it or at least bring it up on the stream. Let's see. And anything I don't get to right now, we will most definitely get to it at halftime or maybe during the next commercial break if there's nothing that happened. Okay, that ad is gone. What a play from Carl Granderson. That was amazing. Coming in clutch, Granderson hadn't done a whole lot basically since September, and now he has half a sack and an interception on the day. It's most of these players' last games. I think DeMario and Cam might be coming back. I think it's Taysom's last game for sure, at least as a Saint. I don't know if he will retire, be cut, released, whatever. But I think this is Taysom's last game. I think Pete Warner and Carl Granderson, their futures could be a little bit uncertain, so maybe it's their last game. I think DeMario and Cam, I think it might be smart to bring them back. But we shall see. That's what the offseason is for. Okay. Got it posted, but we're back from commercial, so we'll have to bring that interception up during the next commercial break. There's an absolute amazing play from Carl Granderson. He reads the screen. Kyle Pitts blocks him, lets him go, and then he's like, nope, this is the screen. Makes it. We got a football right here. Makes the diving pick. Awesome play from Carl Granderson, and I'm sure Bucs fans are happy about that. They're going to start off with the run for the Saints. Estime hitting it out left, and he loses 2 yards. You think Cam should retire? He's at 10 sacks. You think he's going to retire after getting 10 sacks? Going off a high. I mean, it could make sense, but I think all he did was prove to himself that he can play another year. But maybe he wants to go off with 10 sacks, go into the sunset with 10 sacks. But then the Saints might be winning and playing good next season. So maybe he wants to stay for that. I don't know. 2nd and 11. Here's Shuck. Screen to Estime, hitting it out right. And only gets a few yards. It's going to be 3rd and long. Let's try and not go 3 and out. Let's hope they cannot go 3 and out. Let's hope they get a first down here. 3rd down and 8. Cesar Ruiz is back at right guard. I think he's definitely better than the backup they had the past few weeks. Shuck. Quick pass. Caught short of the first down. I don't know who that is. That is Ronnie Bell. He caught it, but a few yards short of the first down, and the Saints go 3 and out. They will be punting to Atlanta after the Carl Granderson interception. They were about a yard or two shy. Who knows? Maybe they run a fake punt again. Fourth and 1. They're lining up to punt. They're probably going to punt. And they punt. It looks like a decent one. It's fielded at the 25. And Jordan Howden makes a big tackle. Good job from the special teams. And Atlanta will take over at their own like 27-ish yard line. Okay. Well, now that we are at commercial, I can pull up the Carl Granderson pick. We're also keeping an eye on red zone. Cam Ward had a rushing touchdown, but he injured himself and he's headed to the locker room. Looks like he's holding his groin. We are going to have to keep an eye on that. Okay. Audio's still there. All right, here's Cam Jordan's 10th career career. Here's Cam Jordan's 10th sack on the season. They go with the low play action. Here's Cam Jordan at the top. Gets around his tackle. Goes for the strip. Can't quite get the strip, but then he gets the sack. His 10th of the year. And I have to pause it every few seconds so I don't get copyrighted. Just for all the of you who are wondering why I just don't let it play. I will get copyrighted if I let it play out. Here's the Granderson interception. They fake a screen to look at Bijan on this play. It's such a bad fake. Here's Granderson looking, and he reads it perfectly. And even if Granderson doesn't pick it, it looked like this guy was in position to make a play as well. Who's that? Justin Reed? Justin Reed might have got the tackle. But yeah, that's the Carl Granderson interception. Read it perfectly. And do we have any other things to show? Here's Chase Young and Carl Granderson's sack on the opening drive. This is a half sack for both of them. Chase Young's 9th of the season. All right. We are back from commercial. Starting off slow again. Yeah, I think the slow starts are just who they are this season. If the defense can keep them in the game until the second half, that'd be great. All right, Atlanta takes over. I think Algier and Bijan are in the backfield. They're going to start off with the play action, actually. Cousins is going kind of downfield, looking for Drake London. I think that's incomplete. I think that hit the ground. And, yeah, they're ruling that incomplete. Let's see this other angle. London goes down to make the catch. Yeah, that's incomplete. Not even close. That's not a catch. Chase Young pushed the guy into the QB. Chase Young's a monster, dude. If he can get to 10 sacks while playing 12 games, that is nasty. That's crazy. All right, we got a 2nd and 10 here for Atlanta. Bijan's the back. Cousins under some pressure from Danny Stutzman. He avoids pressure, and I think he's throwing this one away. Now there's a penalty in the secondary, I think. What's the flag? What's the laundry for? They're calling holding on Alontae Taylor. That's going to give Atlanta a first down. Danny Stutzman came in hot. Almost got the sack. Threw it up for Kyle Pitts, and then the penalty comes in. Let's see what the penalty was. Alontae Taylor. Yeah, Alontae was definitely grabbing a little bit. He was definitely grabbing a little bit. That's a first down for Atlanta. And they're going to run it with a pitch to Bijan out wide. And Chase Young brings him down basically at the line of scrimmage. Another big play from Chase Young. Gonna adjust one of my lights real quick. Trying not to get the glare in my glasses as much, while also keeping the lighting here relatively well. All right, 2nd and 9, Atlanta. In the pistol, Algier's the running back. Kyle Pitts goes in motion. They're going to run it with Algier to the left. And there's Chase Young, Danny Stutzman, and Jonah Williams on the tackle for a few yard gain. It's going to be, 3rd and 5 for the Falcons? Yes, 3rd and 5. We're under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Bijan is on the sideline. That's a surprise. Saints showing pressure with Stutzman and DeMario. Let's see if they actually bring it. They don't. Cousins to throw under some pressure. Oh, looking for Drake London, and Kool-Aid was there to make a play. He could have got the pick. Or he was at least in position to get it. I don't know if he had a chance to actually pick it, but good play from Kool-Aid McKinstry. Atlanta runs a little pick play, and Kool-Aid reads it perfectly. DeMario was right there. He could have maybe gotten it off the tip as well. And Atlanta's going to punt. Nyheim Hines will return it. Let's hope this one's a little bit better than their last one. Can we start not inside our own 20, please? Can we please start with the football not inside our own 20? All right, here's the punt. Oh, nearly blocked. That was nearly blocked. Hines lets it bounce. And this is down at the 6-yard line. What? Why are you not for catching that, man? We just lost 15 yards on that. Lost 15 yards on because the returner didn't fair catch it. All right, well, we're at commercial. Defense is playing excellent right now. So far, I really like that they're shutting down Bijan Robinson. They're doing an excellent job there. I think the front four is doing an excellent job. They're getting pressure on Cousins. They have 2 sacks today already. I think they have a few other pressures. The defense came to play. Why isn't Tipton our returner? He's out. He's injured. He is injured, and it would be Dante Pettis, but since they're so thin at wide receiver, I'm assuming they just don't want to risk any of the receivers getting injured, at least on the special teams. So Hines is returning. Let's see if we can get some quick game going. Last week versus the Titans, things started off slow, and then they started doing some quick game passes, and it was working. So let's see if maybe they can get that going. Is DeMario playing? Yes, he most certainly is. What was I saying? Okay, Cam Ward in the Titans game is not in. I don't know who the quarterback who's in right now, number 10, but Cam Ward is not in right now. Looked like he got injured on the touchdown he scored. Yeah, DeMario's playing next year. He already announced, but the question is it with the Saints? Because I think his contract is up. So is he playing for the Saints? I'm assuming he wants to stay. But do the Saints want to keep him? That's the question. And we are back from commercial. Let's see if the Saints offense can get something going. They did get a first down. They just fumbled on it. So I don't know if that counts or not. They're going to start off under center, takes him the fullback, estimate the running back. Shuck making some pre-snap adjustments. It's a pitch out to Estimate to the right. Estimate cutting back. And he gets like 2 yards. Something is something. Let's just get a first down. Let's keep the defense off the field for a little bit. I don't think we necessarily have to score this drive. Let's just keep the defense off the field for a little bit. Let them catch their breath. I think we've ran a total of like 4 offensive plays, now 5. Let's get a first down. let's keep the defense off the field just for a little bit. They're in the shotgun. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Shuck to throw. Decent protection. Zips it over the middle. Looking for Kevin Austin, and it goes off of his fingertips. Incomplete. Couldn't tell if that was too low, but they couldn't quite connect. Let's see this other angle. Austin looked like he was there over the middle. just out of Austin's reach. He was able to get a fingertip on it, but the throw was a little out in front of him. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Shuck, quick snap. Shuck going out to his left for Kevin Austin. Incomplete. Shuck looking for a flag, and they're going to go 3 and out. This is frustrating. It is frustrating. We knew it was going to be hard for them to move the football because they have no playmakers anywhere, and their only playmaker fumbled on the first play. Frustrating. Definitely missing Chris Olave right now. Definitely missing Chris Olave right now. And the Saints go 3 and out once again. Kroger to punt. And I think it just got blocked. At least deflected. Atlanta picks it up. And down at like the 5-yard line. Oh my gosh, man. Atlanta blocks it. I'm surprised he didn't score on that. Like, the dude had so much space, he picks it up and falls down on the football. Why? Usually the Saints are the one blocking punts in this rivalry, and Atlanta's now blocking it. Now they got it at like the 5-yard line. Tough start for the offense and special teams, man. Now you got to ask the defense to come up big again, and I don't know if they can hold them off for 5 yards. Bijan's the back. They hand it to him. He's hitting the edge. I think that's a touchdown, and it is. Touchdown, Falcons. I hear whistles. I think they said there's a penalty. Is there a penalty? There is a flag, and it's on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. I think it was holding on Atlanta, and the touchdown gets called back. Wow. Wow. The Colts just ran a fake punt and got it. All right, now it's 1st and goal from the 15 for the Falcons. The Saints catch a break right there. Let's see if they can capitalize off of it. Can they get another turnover in the red zone? It would be huge if they could. And we hear whistles. I think Atlanta just called a timeout. Yeah, Atlanta calls timeout. I think Bijan Robinson is about like 200 yards away from like the NFL record for most scrimmage yards in a season. I think they're probably going to try and get him that record today. I don't know if he will. I hope he doesn't. But that's obviously something that's important to him, and I'm assuming important to the team. Joe Burrow just threw a pick in the red zone, and that might be a pick 6. All right, 1st and goal, 3:13 left. Atlanta in the shotgun. Algier the back with Robinson kind of on the side. Cousins will throw it under some pressure, zips it into the end zone, and Quincy Riley knocks it away. Looking for Darnell Mooney, and Riley got in there to break it up. The fourth round pick rookie making plays. I'm assuming people want a penalty for that. I don't care. Was he a little bit early? Possibly. But I don't care. 2nd and goal. Bijan's the back. Kyle Pitts, single receiver at the top. Cousins, ton of time in the pocket. And to the end zone, wide open Drake London. When you give Kirk Cousins 30 seconds to throw the football, someone's going to get open. Why is he that wide open? Why does he have that much time in the pocket? Secondary cannot cover for 30 seconds, man. Drake London did not play in their last matchup, and he's just scored a touchdown. No one covered him. No one followed Drake London. I couldn't tell if that was on Alante or not, but someone didn't follow him, and it looked like Alante was on him. Touchdown, Falcons. They score off a blocked punt. Not a great start. Then again, I mean, it wasn't a great start the other 16 games this season. Let's see if they can get some. Can we get a first down? Let's get a first down. Let's see if the offense can get something going. Obvious holding right next to the QB. I don't know. I think our defensive lineman just kind of got his ass kicked badly. It might have been holding. Everyone's perception of a penalty is different. I just think our defensive lineman got his ass kicked. Riley Leonard on the Colts threw a touchdown to Pittman or Pierce. I can't tell who exactly. Sam Darnold joins Tom Brady as the only quarterbacks in NFL history to win 14 games in back-to-back seasons. That's absurd. The one play the Saints don't get any pass rush is the touchdown. Saints special teams has been a disaster today, man. Naheem Hines has no clue what to do on returns, and they let up a blocked punt. What are the perks to the Saints losing this game? They get a fourth place schedule, so they'd be playing the Raiders, Giants, and Cardinals instead of, say, the Chiefs, Cowboys, and the Rams or 49ers. So easier schedule. I don't know if they get a better draft pick if they lose. I think they're kind of solidified at 8 to 11. Otherwise, I don't know if there's any other perks to losing today. Alante Taylor straight up just let the man run right by him. All right, here's the return. Here's the kick. Can we actually just... Oh, fuck. Here's the return. The other returner told Evan Holt to kneel it, and then he ran it. And now we're at the 25. Special teams is ass cheeks all season, dude. I think they should probably try and get a new special teams coordinator. All right, Shuck. I know it's a lot to ask because you're throwing to guys who weren't on the team a month ago, but let's try and get a first down. You're going to start off with the play action. Shucked, dumping it off to Estime, and Estime picks up about 8 yards. It's a decent start. And I think there's an injured Falcon on the play. And it'll be like 2nd and 2 for the Saints. After Audric Estime, few yard dump off. 8 yards, actually.
2nd and 2. We could probably do a run here. I think we could run the football for 2 yards and get a first down. You miss Shahid on those. I miss just like having someone who knows what they're doing. Taysom Hill goes in motion. The Saints will run it with Estime here. Looked like he had a lane and he went the wrong way. Maybe I'm wrong. And he lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Third down and short for the Saints. Very curious to see what they do here. The run game has not worked like at all today. Their longest run might be like 2 yards. Granted, they've ran 4 plays. Looks like they're going to throw it. The Saints are in position to throw it. Shuck's in the shotgun. Shuck, it will throw it. He's going deep down his right side for Juwan. Oh my gosh, Juwan Johnson. One-handed diving catch. Oh my gosh. What a catch. Unbelievable. How in the world did he catch that? Diving one-handed. I'm speechless. What a snag. First down in Atlanta territory. Shuck. Pump fake. Now he throws it to Dante Pettis in the flat on the screen, and that goes nowhere. What a catch from Juwan Johnson, setting him up downfield. Yeah, we'll definitely show the replay when we get to commercial break. What a throw from Tyler Shuck as well. He put it in the one spot only his guy could get it. Second and 11 from the 39 of Atlanta. Shuck is going to throw it under some pressure, stepping up. And then he takes a sack. Looked like he was about to throw it and then pulled it back. And it's going to be 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd down and long, and I don't know if they'll be able to get a first down on this one. If we can maybe just get some yardage for a Charlie Smith field goal, it's 3rd and 18. And that's the end of the first quarter. Let me get this thing posted real quick, and I will do whatever I can to get that catch pulled up on stream. 3rd and 18. There's just no way they're going to get 18 yards. So, especially with these weapons. So, if I'm them, I would be trying to get into Charlie Smith range, just trying to get a little bit closer. Of course, there's no guarantee he's going to make it, but got to try and get into range. That's just my opinion, though. Juwan Johnson has 76 catches on the season, becoming the 2nd tight end in Saints history to have over 75 catches. So Juwan Johnson just joins Saints tight end history. He better had caught that one. Yeah, it's a good thing he caught that. He making up for that fumble, I guess. Yeah, I'll pull up the replay as soon as I can, Donald. I just got to get this posted. It's almost there, and I will pull it up. Okay. Got to go a little bit fast. Refresh. Let's go. Twitter's taking forever now. All right, here we go. Here's a little stat about Jimmy Graham and the catch. Saints history. Here's the play itself. 3rd and 2. Decent protection. Looking deep. Really tight coverage. What a snag. What a snag. I actually don't know if they showed the other angle of it. Oh, okay, yeah, they do. What a catch. That might be the best catch of the season, or at least one of them. How did he catch this? That's incredible. Could you argue he's maybe pushing off a little bit? Possibly. I don't care. All right. We're back from commercial. 3rd and 18. I say you just try and get in Charlie Smith range. They might run a screen or a quick little like slant just to pick up a few yards. Maybe they don't. Maybe they go for the gusto. Shuck will throw it. And the play's blown dead. There's a penalty. Looks like they're calling false start on the Saints. Third and 23. We know Charlie Smith has a leg. But how comfortable are they letting him kick like 60 yarders in the second quarter? And now the Saints are back into their own territory. Estime's out wide. Empty backfield for Shuck. Shuck will throw it. They might be going for it. No. Dumps it off to Taysom Hill, who gets a decent gain. I don't know if that's going to be field goal range or not. That was maybe 10 yards. Okay, that was roughly about 13 yards. Got him to the Atlanta 38. This will be about a 55-yard field goal attempt. Let's see if Charlie Smith can get it. His season long is 57. We know he has the leg for it. I think the consistency is just kind of the big question. This will be his 15th NFL field goal attempt ever. So 55, 56-yard attempt for Charlie Smith is up. And it is no good. A little left. No good. Saints cannot come away with points. He had the leg for it. It's the accuracy, consistency that's the... And Kellen Moore's face. Oh my gosh. Fuaga's false starts have been really bad this season. All right. Well, there's 77 of you guys, 80 of you guys in here. I appreciate you tuning in. Whether you're a Saints, Falcons, Bucks, Panthers fan, appreciate you. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe. We're getting close to 16K. Just help support the channel. I got some pretty cool ideas for videos in the off season, like NFL wide in general, not Saints only. I'm trying to do more NFL videos, so would appreciate any of your support. Remember, this was the game we blamed Groupie for. Was it the last time they played the Falcons? Groupie missed like 3 field goals or whatever. Saints, Falcons. How many kicks did Groupie miss in the last game? Groupie was 1 of 3 the last time the Saints played the Falcons. So that was 6 points, and the Saints lost by 14. It could have been a one-score game. And I think the Browns just scored another defensive touchdown. This game's looking like deja vu so far. This game's just looking like a rookie QB with like nobody to throw to. All right, well, while we're at commercial, playoffs start next week. Who is your guys' like playoff team, postseason team, or predictions? I'm really curious to see what the Broncos do, because that team, like, they're a really young team. They find ways to win against bad teams. Can they find ways to win against like really good teams? I really like the Texans defense. Like, The Texans have a Super Bowl defense. I like Jacksonville a lot as well. First down for the Falcons. They go a handoff. That looked weird. And Bijan loses a few yards. It looked like Cousins like fell while handing that off. I thought he was trying to go play action at first. I don't know if that was a handoff, a designed run or not. Let's see this replay. Cousins and Kyle Pitts both tripped and fell, which messed up the play. Good. 2nd and 13. Cousins sends a man in motion. They run it again with Bijan, who cuts it outside, cuts it back inside, and he picks up like 7-ish yards. What a run. That looked like it was going nowhere. And he made something out of it. If the Saints can find their Bijan, man, like I know Bijan is literally 1 in like a trillion, but like if Jeremiah Love can be half of Bijan, I would love Jeremiah Love. If you can fix the guard play. I'm a Jeremiah Love guy. 3rd and 5. Let's see if the Saints defense can get off the field here. Cousins will throw it over the middle, wide open Drake London. Drake London found the open spot in the zone. First down, Atlanta. Now they're in Saints territory. Or they were before, but now they're like field goal actual Saints territory. Field goal position. That was an 11-yard gain to Drake London. He didn't play in the last matchup between these two teams. I think that's his 2nd catch of the day. He's now going to motion. They're going to run it with Bijan to the right. And Bijan, first down. Oh my gosh. Bijan's just a freak of nature. Why are they just showing the camera angle of Bijan's ass? Like, can we actually see the replay of him running? I know they're trying to show his feet, but his ass is just in the middle of the frame the whole time. All right, they're at the 25 after a big Bijan run. Cousins is going to throw it. Dumps it off to Algier. Stutzman's out there, and he brings him out, pushes him out of bounds after a few yards. Going to be 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. They have a really good drive going here. Let's see if the defense can maybe slow it down a little bit, get a sack or a tackle for a loss, or just make some sort of play to kind of slow down their momentum right now. Bijan going in motion. Cousins zips it for Drake London, and Kool-Aid McKinstry knocks it out of his hands. Nice play from the cornerback. It's going to be 3rd and 7. That's a good play. It's a good job from Kool-Aid McKinstry. 2nd time he got a pass breakup covering Drake London. Third and 7. We're at about 10:30 left in the 2nd quarter in the 1st half. Saints showing blitz. They kind of do. Cousins to throw. That's a fumble. Pick it up. Pick it up. Alontae picks it up. Now they're ruling it incomplete. I think that was a fumble. I think that might have been a fumble. I don't know if anyone hit Cousins. I think the ball might have just came out. Did Chase Young strip it? That's a really close play. I think that's a fumble. That's a fumble. I think I would challenge that, man. Looks like. All right, Kellen challenged it. I think that's a fumble. I think that is most definitely a fumble. Show the replay. I don't know if I can. In order for me to show the replay, it has to be posted on Twitter. If it's ruled a fumble, I can definitely post it on. I can definitely show it because then someone's gonna post it. But I can't just show any play. It has to be like posted onto social media. I'm trying to see if there's anyone who's posted it. I think that's most definitely a fumble, though. If that is a fumble, does that count as a sack for Chase Young? Because then that'd be 10 for him. He pushed it with no control. Yeah, I agree. The throwing motion fully went through. But the ball was out before. Yeah, he batted it forward. That's a good way to word it. He batted it forward. That should be Saints football. And they're ruling the play upheld. They're not ruling it a fumble. That's crazy. The only reason I know is because ESPN. I don't understand how that's not a fumble. That should be a fumble. I think it might be one of those things where, like, if it was ruled a fumble on the field, it stays a fumble, and if it was ruled incomplete, it stays incomplete. Like, there's not enough to change it either way, but that should be a fumble. All right, well, Atlanta's going to kick a 40-yard attempt. I don't even know who Zane Gonzalez is their kicker. Here's the kick. It's up and it's good. And Atlanta takes a 10-0 lead. So they get a decent drive going. Saints slow them down a little bit thanks to a Kool-Aid pass breakup and a Chase Young pass deflection, I guess. But I think that definitely should have been a fumble. Was it originally called incomplete? Yes. They originally called it incomplete, and I think that's why it stayed incomplete. If it was originally called a fumble, I think it would have stayed a fumble. Let's hope we can actually get some good field position here. Will the Saints try out other kickers? I'm assuming they'll bring in a few guys. Hopefully they bring in a punter and a new special teams coach. Let's hope they can like get some good field position here, though. The special teams has been awful today. The blocked punt gave them the touchdown basically. In the bad punt returns from Naheen Hines has put the offense in bad position. Here's the kick. Kneel it. Thank you. So that will be a touchback. Saints will get it at their own 35. Best field position they've had all day. Saints need to lose. You don't want to help the Bucks. Well, you're helping the Panthers if you lose. I don't care either way. Like, if you lose, guess what? We get the 4th place schedule, the 8th overall pick. And it's not like we're going to be totally, like, pissed off because, like, Tyler Shuck's thrown to, like, Walmart employees. Like, we know the degree of difficulty, and the Falcons' defense has been playing good. They just beat up Matthew Stafford. False start on the Saints. Finally get good field position. And they lose 5 yards. We may as well be the receivers out there. Just put me on a go route. I'll catch one at some point. I'm not running over the middle, though. All right, well, now it's 1st and 15. Saints start off with the run to Estime, and he gets a few yards. They got to go back to that quick game that they went to last week when things weren't going their way. And now Calvin Banks is grabbing... You're joking. And now Calvin Banks is hurt, grabbing his knee. You're joking. Calvin Banks is hurt. You're joking, man. We have 1 game left, and Calvin Banks is hurt. Calvin Banks being down, man. Please, like, just be like a sprain or something. Like, please don't be serious, because if it's serious, that's going to factor into next year. And we need him. We need him badly. Torn ACL? No, no ACL, please. Maybe it's like a sprained ankle or something, but please. I don't know if it was a ankle or a knee injury. He walked off with the training staff and is now in the injury tent. All right, he walked off by himself. Let's see, they're showing the replay. Okay. Juwan got pushed down and kind of rolled up on Calvin Banks' ankle. Although it didn't look like a full, like he got rolled up on, which might be good. Maybe just keep him out for the rest of the game. I don't know. It could have been a lot worse, I think. But we don't know what the diagnosis is, of course. 2nd and 12. False start on the Saints. think that's on Dante Pettis. How are the Saints always in a situation at the end of the year for the past like 5 seasons where they have no playmakers to throw the football to? Like, why can we not invest at wide receiver and running back and tight end? 2nd and 17. Shuck's gonna pass. Looking out wide. There's Kevin Austin with a decent gain. Gets him about like 7 yards short of the first down. It's a decent gain. I think that was roughly like 10 yards. Third and 6. They head quickly. Shuck throwing, rolling out to his left, looking downfield for Estime, who's open, makes the catch, first down into Falcon territory around the 40. Big play to the big running back. Estime able to get open behind the defenders. I think the Saints just went no huddle again. They're going to throw it. Shuck under some pressure, zipping it out left. And pass was tipped and bounced off Juwan Johnson's chest, incomplete. Throw was there. Got deflected and tipped a little bit, but Juwan Johnson should have caught that. It got tipped a little bit. Tipped and then hit Juwan Johnson right in the hands, incomplete. It was there. Probably tough play to make off the tip, but one he should have made. If he could make that one-handed catch earlier, that's one he could have made. 2nd down and 10. Shuck, quick pass to Dante Pettis in the flats. Hitting out to the right. 1st down and more. Makes a man miss. Hold on to the football this time, and they're down near the 20. Dante Pettis, thank you for not fumbling this time. Juwan Johnson should have caught that. All too familiar. See, this is what I was talking about. The Saints last week went to like the quick game, started doing some quick passes and stuff. Look at the blocking from Kevin Austin Jr. as well. That was incredible. Another quick play, pitch out to Evan Hull, cuts it upfield, and he gets like 7 yards. Even Teron Armstead. I don't know if you guys check out his YouTube channel or not, but he said on his channel that he liked that the Saints started going to the quick game, started doing quick passes and stuff like that, just moving the football, getting 4 yards, 5 yards, 6 yards, 4 yards. And that's kind of what they're doing right now. Let's see if they can keep it up. Shuck in the shotgun. They're in the red zone for the first time today. Shuck to pass under some pressure, steps up in the pocket, and now he goes down. Loss of about only a few, thankfully. But it's going to be about 3rd and like 5-ish, I think. And Kelvin Banks is leaving the field on the cart. No. No, no, no. 3rd down and 6 for the Saints. Let's see if they can get a first down here. Would be nice to come off with points on this drive. Shuck will throw it. Stepping up in the pocket, rolling out left. He's going to scramble. Shuck slides. I think he got the first. They're marking him just short. And now there's a penalty. What's the penalty? It might be in the Falcons secondary. Nope. Holding on the Saints. Holding on Dylan Radins. And now 4th and inches turns into 3rd and 16. What a horrible sequence of events. Kelvin Banks gets hurt. The cart comes out, and Dylan Radin's holding penalty. Yeah, he's tugging that jersey. Fifth penalty of the day for the Saints. They've had, I think, like 3 false starts. 3rd and 16. Let's see what they try and do here. Shuck will throw it. He's going deep. Looking for Dante Pettis. Is that not... That's a penalty. That's defensive pass interference. That should be DPI on AJ Terrell. And it is. Saints will get the ball inside the 5. Throwing a go fade ball to Dante Pettis is kind of crazy. Shouldn't you be throwing that to like Juwan or Kevin Austin? Dante Pettis with the flop, maybe? All right, first down and goal inside the 5. Let's punch it into the end zone. Pettis in motion. Handoff to Estime. Cuts it up the middle. He's going to get a yard short of the first of the end zone. It'll be 2nd and goal. They only need a yard, but we know the Saints are they struggle when it comes to getting a yard. So we'll see what happens. Could they not just QB? They're in the empty backfield. Tyler Shuck. And looks like they're trying to run the Taysom Hill package with Tyler Shuck. Taysom's actually on the field. They run it with Estime again. I don't think he got it. He got to maybe like half a yard short of the end zone. Should we try QB sneaking it here? Third and goal, and they need like maybe half a yard. We're under 5 minutes left in the first half. They need half a yard, man. Under center. Taysom's the running back. They go play action. Shuck rolling out right. He's going to run. Can he get the edge? He does. Touchdown. Tyler Shuck runs it in. What a play design from Kellen Moore. Shuck hits the edge. And the Saints are on the board. Even with their depleted-ass roster. Really good play design and play call from Kellen Moore. Shuck pulling off the Aaron Rodgers play action fake with the... We'll definitely get that pulled up in a moment. We will most definitely get that play pulled up in a moment. Just got to get it posted. Charlie Smith's kick is up, and it is good. It's a 3-point game. And I also got to get the Calvin Banks going off on the cart thing posted shortly as well, but we'll do that maybe at halftime. All right, Saints are on the board. Let's get some W's in the chat. Let's get these celebration emojis going. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys are liking the stream and are subscribed to the channel. Sometimes like you don't even realize it, but you're tuning in. Just double check. Help support us. We're almost at 16K. We almost got to spot 10 points. Yeah, we spotted them. At least they definitely got the field goal. The touchdown they got was because the Saints are just terrible on special teams. What am I going to do this offseason? Make content. Make videos on just NFL, Saints. I'm thinking I'll be live for the draft. That one defender, yeah, I think that was Jalone Walker who almost brought him down. I believe that was Jalone Walker who almost caught up to Tyler Shuck. Saints will have a lot to talk about. Yeah, definitely. I'll still do Saints content. I think a lot less though than last offseason. Simply just um, like I don't want to be making videos on like the Saints signing practice squad players or anything like that. Like the big stuff I will definitely do Saints videos on. I'll do stories on like how they rebuilt the team in like a year or whatever. But like the Saints stuff will stay the Saints stuff, but it'll just be more like the big things. And I'll also be just trying to do more NFL wide stuff. Like the videos I've been doing recently over the past month and a half or so. Like storytelling and stuff like that. That's kind of what I want to be doing this off season. Charlie Smith is kicking it off. Atlanta's returning it. He had a decent lane, but Terrell Bird just brought him down. Draft free agents camp. Yeah, I'll do the draft for sure. Any big free agent signings, trades, stuff like that. Camp will be. Last year I was doing training camp videos every day. I don't know if I'll be doing training camp videos as much. I'll probably do like one occasionally or like maybe one or two a week for the Saints, but I have some other ideas. Atlanta will start off with the play action. Trying to do a screen to Bijan, and Jonah Williams brings him down in the backfield for a loss of like 5-ish yards. Nice read from number 54. They're doing a good job reading these screens today. Second and 17 for the Falcons now. Atlanta 32 rushing yards so far. The Saints have 16. One of them has Bijan. The other has a guy who wasn't on the team a month ago. Atlanta will throw it here. Cousins quick pass out wide for Mooney. He caught it. Did he get two? The Saints were saying no. Did he get 2 feet? He definitely caught it. He got... No, incomplete. He did not get 2 feet. It's going to be 3rd and 17. .340 left in the second half. First half, second quarter. Cousins will throw it. Dumps it off in the flats to a tight end. Just make the tackle. Pete Warner pushes him out. And the Saints will get the football back after forcing a 3 and out. All right, Hines, please don't be an idiot on this punt return. Don't be an idiot. Here's the punt. Seems like a high one. He fields it inside the 10. Oh, Dante Pettis is returning it. He cuts it inside and gets about the 20. Yeah, Kellen Moore had enough of Naheem Hines returning punts and put in Dante Pettis. Let's score before half. Yeah, let's see if... I don't think it needs to be a touchdown, but if we can get a field goal and go into the second half with it tied up and get the football back, I think that'd be a win. Going into halftime tied up with like the injuries the Saints have had this season, like, and now losing Kelvin Banks, if you can go into this second half tied, I think that's a win. And especially the way the Saints defense has been playing. You smell an Alante interception this game? I hope so. He nearly had like 30 billion interceptions last week. Tyler Shuck trying to solidify himself with the Rookie of the Year conversation. They're starting off from their own 20. They're going to start off this drive with the run to Estime. And he gets like 2-3 yards. Decent run. Trevor Lawrence just threw another touchdown. $20 is okay where it used to be given. Yeah, the touchback. 20-yard line's all right. Way better than probably where Naheem Hines would have had us with his punt returns. 2nd and 7. They don't. Oh, they do have to run a play here. Shuck will throw it. Falcons bring some pressure. Zips it out wide. And I don't know who 89 is. They're saying he didn't catch it. He's just yelling at the refs that he did. That's Samari Torrey. That might be a catch, and they blew it dead, and he got up. He might have been running for a big play. And Kellen Moore's challenging this too? Is this 3 or 4 yards really worth a challenge? Is this 3 or 4 yards really worth it? Because they blew the play dead. If they didn't blow the play dead and he kept running and got like 30 yards and then they called it back, I'd get it. They blew the play dead, so even if they if they rule this a catch, you're only getting a few yards. He would have gone all I don't know if he would have gone all the way. There's 2 defenders there. It looks like Juwan Johnson's actually really open downfield. But maybe that's because AJ Terrell was covering him and came up. But what is the benefit of winning this challenge? Like 4 yards? They already lost one challenge today. They lost a timeout from it. I don't think. Yeah, I don't understand the upside to winning this challenge. Is it 4 yards? Okay, they rule it a catch, but now Kellen Moore doesn't have a challenge for the rest of the game. Okay, yeah, we won the challenge, and now we got 3 extra yards. Like, what was the point of that challenge? What was the point of winning that challenge? Again, I get it if they let the play run through and he got like 30 yards and then the refs ended up bringing it back. He got 3 yards. It's 3rd and 4 now instead of 3rd and 7. Was that really worth your challenge? You don't lose a timeout if you win. Well, now you don't have another challenge for the rest of the game, though. And now we're at the 2-minute warning. I really don't understand. Game of inches, yeah, but like now if something happens in the 4th quarter, you can't challenge it because you don't have a challenge. I thought he keeps the challenge if he won both of them. I thought it's like if you win 2 challenge flags, then you get a 3rd. Did he? Maybe I don't know ball. Let's see what. Do you keep a challenge flag if you win it? NFL. No, not interested in your dumb AI. If a coach's challenge is successful, they get their timeout back. Okay, I guess you guys are right. They do keep the challenge. Still, though, for 3 yards? For 3 yards. Okay, well, he keeps the challenge. That's good. But, like, again, Casual? No, that's the whole point of the channel. Casual. I thought they lose their challenge. Okay, well, I guess he gets a third one. He keeps the second time out. It looked like there was a lot of yards after the catch after that. If they didn't blow it dead. Maybe not a lot. But, like, enough to maybe get to, like, a first down. Okay, we have a lot of plays to look at halftime. I found the Kirk Cousins fumble. Got a few other things to show. It will be a 3rd and 4. We're going to score a TD on this drive. I hope so. Yeah, they shouldn't have blown it dead. Just let them play it through. All right, 3rd down and 4. This is huge. They got to get this, keep the drive alive, get some points before half, and then get it back. Shuck, quick pass. Caught by Kevin Austin for the first down on a slant. Pass was a little behind him, but he was able to bring it in. Nice play to number 81. They go no huddle, quick offense. Shuck to throw. He's going deep on this one. He's got a man. Oh, just out of reach for Ronnie Bell. Could not quite get the connection. It's probably just one of those things. They've only had a week of practice together. Just maybe like a yard and a half away. The right throw, the right read. Ronnie Bell got separation. It's just that connection and chemistry. 2nd down and 10. Shuck's going to throw it under some pressure, dumps it off to Kevin Austin, who cuts up and picks up like 5 yards. About 5 yards. Clock is ticking. Saints taking their time. Could be smart in case Atlanta gets the ball back, not as much time, but also leave some for you. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. We're at 1minute and 5 seconds left in the first half. Now we're at 1 minute. Estimates the running back. They snap it. Shuck under some pressure. Zips it over the middle and incomplete. Looking for Torrey downfield, and I think they should definitely punt it. It looked like he had a guy maybe in the flats. I couldn't quite tell. I think he was looking. I couldn't tell if that got tipped or incomplete. It looked like he had Juwan. It looked like he had Juwan Johnson in the flat, and he missed it. At least from that angle. Maybe there's a guy right there who I can't see. We're at 53 seconds left in the half. They get this punt off, but this one is not blocked. Let's see, this one's bounced at the 20, and it rolls back inside the 20 at the 17-yard line with 41 seconds left. Maybe got tipped. Yeah, it looked like maybe Shuck was trying to do like a back shoulder thing. Need a stop. If Atlanta might just kneel it out. Saints only got 2 timeouts. Or at least run it out. Although they have 2 timeouts. They might try and get in field goal range. If I was Atlanta, I'd be trying to get like 40 yards for a field goal. And it looks like they're going to go for it. It doesn't look like they're lining up to take a knee or anything. Okay, I just saw the replay of the third down. Juwan Johnson was covered. There was a guy right there waiting for him. Cousins will throw it on first down. Cousins, under some pressure, dumps it off to Bijan. He catches it, and Bijan gets pushed out of bounds by Alontae Taylor for like 4 yards, 4 or 5 yards. We're at 33 seconds left. Clock is stopped because Bijan went out of bounds. Saints showing a blitz on this one. If they want to get the football back, they can't let up a first down. Cousins, quick pass over the middle. That's caught by Pitts. Granderson was in coverage. That's a first down, and I think Atlanta just called a timeout. They got 29 seconds. Maybe the Falcons do something stupid. There's enough time to do something possibly good for them, and there's also enough time to do something stupid. Let's see what let's get this scrolled up. Cousins will throw it. Cousins under some pressure. He's stepping up, but Cousins brought down by Chase Young. Is that going to go down as a sack? I think he got a yard. I don't think that can be a sack. Chase Young was like 3 yards away. 3 yards away from getting a sack, and number 10 on the year. Chase Young's looked really good today, especially in the running game. Bijan in the running game has kind of been quiet-ish. I won't say fully quiet, and Chase Young has a big part in that. Cousins to throw, dumping it off to Kyle Pitts, and Pitts takes a shot from Danny Stutzman. Clock is moving. They're at 13 seconds. That was a pretty big gain for the Falcons. And now they're at 8 seconds left around midfield. Well, they're not going to be able to run and play over the middle and spike it, not with 8 seconds. So, are they going for a Hail Mary? You definitely got to watch the sidelines. They're going to try and do a quick little out route, make a play. They're definitely trying to get into field goal range. I don't know if Kirk Cousins can throw the football 60 yards into the end zone. Zane Gonzalez has a career long of 57 yards. So they have to get roughly 10 yards, 10, 15 yards to get in field goal range for him. And that's a delay of game on Atlanta. And does that penalty put the Falcons in position to just kneel it out? They're calling a play in the huddle. Maybe they'd run like a little draw play to Bijan or hand it off. They're lining up to run a play. Cousins stepping up. He's going down the field for a man, and Quincy Riley knocks it away with 1 second left. Quincy Riley, another big pass breakup. This one on Darnell Mooney. They got 1 second left. Just line up everyone in the end zone. Watch him run some like hook and ladder pitching play to Bijan. If I'm Atlanta, I'm running a screen to Bijan, and that's it. They run it with Bijan, and that's the first half. That'll do it. All right, let me get something posted real quick. And we'll go over our halftime usual stuff. I might need to leave for a moment to go get some water. Okay. Halftime. It's the Cash Football halftime show. We're going to the box score first. So Tyler Shuck, 13 of 18 for 143 yards. Wow. Can we get this larger? Oh. Here we go. Well, Kirk Cousins, 11 of 20, 87 yards. So Shuck has 2 more completions than Cousins, but has 60 more yards. They both taken 2 sacks for the same amount of yardage, basically. Rushing, Bijan, decently quiet game, but he's still Bijan. That 12-yard run was still pretty big. Estimate, not a whole lot going for the Saints in the running game. Evan Hull with the longest run with 8 yards. I believe my mic is working. I think you guys can hear me. Shuck, 1 run, 1 yard, 1 touchdown, 19 rushing yards. Juwan, 3 targets, 2 catches, 47. He had the fumble in the opening play. Estimate, the second leading receiver with 30 yards. And Pitts, 3 catches. For the most part, I mean, the Saints defense is doing a good job. The 1 touchdown Atlanta has was set up off a blocked punt and just great field position. Pitts, Drake London, not really doing a whole lot. Juwan lost the fumble. Carl Granderson leads the team in tackles with 5, half a sack. Chase Young, half a sack. Cam Jordan has a sack. Atlanta, here's the numbers. There's someone, Contavious Street, he had a sack. Former Saints lineman right there. Jalone Walker, rookie, 1 TFL. And who's their other rookie? James Pierce. I don't see his name anywhere. Going to the team stats. 6 first down for the Saints and 8 for the Falcons. Atlanta 1 of 1 on 4th downs. 29 total plays for the Saints and 34 for Atlanta. The Saints actually have more yards than the Falcons, which is how? How? I have no idea. Yards per play. Atlanta has Kyle Pitts, a good offensive line, Bijan Robinson, maybe the best player in football, Drake London, Darnell Mooney's a decent player. How do they have less yards than the Saints, who have nobody? Maybe Teleshek is just that guy, man. Maybe not. He just is that guy. 1 of 1 for the Saints in the red zone. 1 of 2 for Atlanta. 5 penalties on the Saints. I think they have 2 holding and 3 false starts, which is pretty bad. Atlanta has 3. Time of possession, but what is that? A 12-second difference. Pretty identical game for both sides. Let me pull up. We'll look at some plays. We'll look at some highlights. Some of this stuff we went over, but we'll show it again. This is a Kirk Cousins sack on the opening drive from Chase Young and Carl Granderson. Chase Young getting back there and Granderson coming in from the other side. They get the sack. Cam Jordan getting the 10 on the season, 10 sacks, coming off that edge at the top. Goes for the strip, can't quite get it. Brings a man down. 10 sacks on the year for number 94. Here's the Carl Granderson pick. We showed some of this stuff earlier, just kind of going over it again. They run a fake screen to Bijan, and he doesn't sell it like at all. I mean, he kind of does. He bit. Granderson reading Cousins' eyes, realizing Kyle Pitts is blocking him. Dives, makes an incredible interception. Here's the Tyler Shuck thing. Let's see. Can we get the full thing? There we go. Wins for rookie quarterbacks. First, completion percentage. First, yards per game. First, passer rating. First for Tyler Shuck. Juwan Johnson had this awesome catch. One-handed snag. We went over this earlier. What a catch. Did he push off a little bit? Did his arm extend a little bit? Possibly. But he still made the catch. This was the should have been fumble, but they ruled incomplete. Let's go. Throwing motion. The ball is out now. The ball is loose. And he just bats the football forward. He bats the football forward. That is not a pass. That is a fumble. And that basically gave Atlanta 3 points because they kicked the field goal the next play. Here's Shuck finding Estime for a pretty decent gain on 3rd and 6. Looked like he was kind of open, like right here, like he could have thrown it. But then he feels some pressure, rolls out to his left. And then Estime's downfield, makes a nice catch, stays in bounds. Good gain there. Dante Pettis. Look at this block from Kevin Austin Jr. right here. Look at this block. Just got to pause it every few frames or whatever so I don't get copyrighted. But look at this block. Pettis shows he's going inside, then cuts it out. Look at this block. Kevin Austin Jr. with this block puts one guy on his ass and then causes a domino effect and then causes Caden Ellis to slow down. Kevin Austin Jr., man. And then Dante Pettis making guys miss. What a play from them right there. Here's the Tyler Shuck touchdown run. They got the Aaron Rodgers. This is really a passing play. Look at the play fake. Straight out of the Aaron Rodgers playbook. Look at they're trying to get someone out here. Juwan couldn't get off the press. And it looked like Maliki Matavo was out there, but there was Jesse Bates. And Shuck able to outrun Jalone Walker for the touchdown. And got this gift right here. Here's the catch that Kellen Moore challenged. Like, yeah, it was a catch. I just don't know if it was necessarily worth a challenge for 3 yards. Then here's Quincy Riley with the second pass breakup of the day. May have made some contact early, but I don't care. And that's all the Saints stuff. Let's look at some Falcons plays. Because I am trying to be a little bit more, like, not neutral, but, like, both teams are making good plays. We'll show what we can from both. This was, I think, the touchdown. Cousins with, like, just an eternity back there. Like, look at this protection. And then Drake London, no one even followed him. He was just wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. That was set up by the by this blocked punt. Comes up through the middle, number 34 right here. Even if Taysom Hill blocks that guy, this guy might be blocking it. So, like, it was getting blocked, I think, no matter what. Blocked. And how did this guy not score right here? How did How is this not a touchdown? I have no idea. They pick it up. Here's the Saints' first play from scrimmage. I might need to crop it. There we go. First play of offense. Shuck. Good play design. Finds a man, Juwan Johnson, and A.J. Terrell punches it out, and Atlanta recovers it. So, yeah, there's our halftime. How much time is left? We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. What's the news with Banks? He got carted off the field. Okay, while we got 2 minutes left, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get some water. So I will be back in like a moment. Don't leave. All right. Got water. Kelvin Banks, I haven't seen any updates other than that he was carted off the field. I don't know if it's a knee or an ankle injury. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything here. Well, Kelvin Banks has been ruled out with the rest. Kelvin Banks has been ruled out for the rest of the game with an ankle injury. So it's an ankle injury. I think he might have an ankle sprain, high ankle sprain. It didn't look like the worst ankle sprain or ankle getting rolled up on I've ever seen. But obviously, like, I'm sure he is in pain. Of course. I'm just saying, like, it didn't look like his whole ankle got... It just kind of looked like it got, like, chipped at the end. So hopefully it's nothing too serious. You don't want anything that's going to impact the future next season. Cam Little hit a 67-yarder. That's crazy. That is wild. All right, second half is about to get kicked off. Saints have been a second half team, like, basically all season. So let's see if they can keep that trend up. Defense is playing really good right now. All right, here's the kick. And that's a penalty. That did not go in the landing zone. So the Saints are going to get it at like the 40. That's great field position. We got one half of football left for the 2025 season. One half left of rookie Tyler Shuck. Let's see what they do. Let's get something going on this drive. We got good field position starting from our own 40. And the Saints go into empty backfield. They changed the formation. Man in motion. It's a pop pass to Dante Pettis. He's got some blockers ahead of him. Only got a yard. Look, he could have got a little bit more if he cut back like another way. Saints trying to win 5 in a row. Sharks trying to establish Rookie of the Year. Atlanta trying to win, I think, 4 of their last 5 or something like that. Both teams have been really awful on first downs today. Saints are going to be at a 2nd and 9 after a pop pass to Dante Pettis. They're going to throw it on 2nd down. Shuck's going to throw, dumps it off. There's Estime. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And he's going to get a yard shy of the first down, yard or two. Nice job from Audric Estime, just avoiding Caden Ellis. Nice little stiff arm. Cuts back inside. Able to make something out of nothing. Get them into 3rd and 1. Juwan goes in motion. They run it. Here's Estime. He got the first. That is a first down for the Saints. They are now in Atlanta territory thanks to that penalty for the landing spot, landing zone, whatever. Saints rolling with Taysom Hill at fullback. With Estime in the backfield, they're going to run it with him. He's cutting up the middle, maybe like 3 yards, 3-ish, 3 or 4 yards. Not a bad start on first down. Jackson Darts and the Giants, if they lost today, they'd get like the number 2 pick. But if they win, they could drop to like the 7th overall pick, and that would be awful if you're a Giants fan, but good if you're Jackson Dart. 2nd and 7. They got some things going right now. Let's see if they can keep it going. They go play action. Shuck, decent protection. Rolling out to his right. Trying to move, make something happen. And he is sacked by James Pierce. And there's a penalty. Was it a horse collar? Tyler Shuck should have thrown that away. That sack is on him. Let's see what this penalty is, though. They got a full-on huddle right now between 4 refs. I don't know. All right. It was initially a horse collar flag, and they say there's no penalty. That sack falls on Tyler Shuck. He should have thrown that one away. He had more than enough time to throw that one away. He should have. Just a learning moment for him. It's a learning moment that he has to get better at. Now it's 3rd and 13 instead of like 3rd and 7 or whatever. They're in the shotgun. Juwan, I think, is in the slot. Shuck will throw it. He's rolling out to his right. Steps up, and now he's sacked again by James Pierce. And the Saints are going to punt it. They just listed the left tackle, Asim Richards, as Juwan Johnson. And let's hope we can get a good punt here. Yeah, that drive was kind of on Shuck. Just throw it away on that second one. The third one is kind of, I don't know. Here's the punt. Fielded at the 10, a decent punt. Let's see if the defense can cover it. And they get to about the 25. Decent punt return for Atlanta. Taking a third down sack isn't like the worst thing because like you're trying to make a play, and if you take a sack, like you're holding on, whatever. But yeah, just throw the ball away next time. The receivers can't get open. I agree. I'm not blaming the lack of offense on Shuck. I'm just saying you can't take some of those sacks. Did the world turn? It is 2026. You got Baker Mayfield locking into the Saints and Falcons. Gotta clear my throat, man. Giants got another touchdown. Jackson Dart's going to play himself into being the starter. Like, they're not going to talk about Fernando Mendoza. And I think Jackson Dart should get another year. But, like, if they had the first overall pick, you at least got to have the discussion. If they win and then they end up picking, like, 5th, like, they don't have that discussion. Missing Kelvin Banks already? Yeah. I felt like Tyler Shuck on that third down sack maybe saw some ghosts. It feels like he does escape and leave the pocket earlier than he needs to, which obviously works a good amount of the time, but then it doesn't always work, like that time. And you usually need like a receiver to work the scramble drill for that to work, and they don't have any receivers. So we're going to need the defense to step up, get like a turnover, set them up with good field position. I know we're at I know they've been doing a lot this game already, but Atlanta starts off with a run to Bijan, cuts it inside for only a few yards. Need the defense to get like a turnover. A pick six would be nice. Like, a pick six would be amazing because the offense wouldn't have to go on the field. Bijan on the back again. Atlanta on 2nd and 7. What are they going to do here? They're going to go with the play action. Cousins going to throw. He's going deep down the field. He's got Drake London. He caught it over Quincy Riley. What a snag. Drake London just made an incredible catch. I can't even be mad at that. That's just a hell of a catch. Quincy Riley was in decent position. He just turned his head a little too early or late. He turned his head a little too late. Honestly, he played the ball instead of the man. I can't be mad at that. That's just a good play. Atlanta runs it after that big catch, and Bijan goes nowhere. Bijan, in a perfect world, got a 1-yard gain on that one. North Dakota Saints. Do we have a bunch of North Dakota players on our team? Second down and 9. This would be a good time to make a play defense. And they tried to get a screen out to Bijan, and the Saints defense read it again. They are not letting Atlanta run screens, man. They are not letting Atlanta run screens. They had two guys who, I think that was Christian Boyd and someone else, were already like at Bijan before Kirk Cousins even threw the football. 3rd and 9. Let's see if the defense can get a stop. I think they're in field goal range. This would be about a 50-yarder for Zane Gonzalez. They're going to throw it under some pressure. Cousins going out wide. Nearly picked by Kool-Aid. That's incomplete. I think Jonas Sinker was coming in on a blitz. And Atlanta is probably going to attempt a field goal here. Kool-Aid really close to getting a pick on that play. I don't know if he would have been able to get 2 feet. He at least got his hands on the football. Miscommunication from Cousins, and I think that was Darnell Mooney. All right, 51-yard attempt for Zane Gonzalez. Let's see what he can do. His kick is up, and it's good. Looks to be good, and it's good. Atlanta goes up. But now there's a penalty. Don't tell me this is on the Saints. If it's on the Saints, let it be offsides or something. Something that won't give them a first down. It is offsides on Justin Reed, but Atlanta declines. Field goal for Atlanta. Saints will be returning. Or Saints will be getting the football back. LSU needs to change leagues with the Saints. LSU would get their asses kicked in the NFL. Fire the coach, disband the team, and start over. That's a opinion to have right now. They're not going to fire Kellen Moore. Especially after they just won 4 in a row. And they developed Tyler Shock and drafted him. Joe Milton is starting for the Cowboys. Or maybe not starting. He's at least playing. Wouldn't be any different than the Saints. I don't think LSU would win more than the Saints in the NFL. Especially if they had, like, current LSU with, like, Nuss at QB. They're not winning any games. If we add Olave, Vele, A.K. Banks. Yeah, they got to do better. I think priority number 1 this offseason should be, like, paying free agent guards and then drafting skill position players. Like, Jeremiah Love and then, like, Elijah Surratt in round 2. That would be awesome. I'd like Jordan Tyson. But I really like Jeremiah Love. Like, I think Jeremiah Love is special. The Saints, though, don't have a good history of drafting Notre Dame players, but, man, Jeremiah Love is, like, I don't know. I'm kind of out on Carnell Tate right now. I might get back on his hype train. That clip of him, like, being scared to take a hit, like he might be Brian Thomas Jr. this year, not last season. All right, here's the kick. Saints are going to have to return it. They can't really kneel it out. Here's, I think, Hull on the return. Gets close to about the 30. And let's see what Shuck and the offense can do. Do we think they should have kept losing for the better draft pick? No. I think winning 4 in a row with the rookie QB is better than losing for a draft pick. Because now Tyler Shuck looks to be like a guy they should build around instead of a guy who they might have to replace. All right, Saints started off from their own 28. Not the worst field position ever. They had great field position last drive and did nothing with it. Oh, Atlanta had an illegal formation, so the Saints get an additional 5 yards. They're at the 33-yard line. Taysom Hill going in motion. They start off with the run to Estime, who gets 2 yards, if that. Run game has been non-existent today. Atlanta's defense is also just pretty good. Like, let's not even lie. Atlanta's defense has been doing really well. They shut down the Rams and Matthew Stafford. Or not shut down. They contained them. So, like, they're not a bad defense. They're at 2nd and 7. Empty shotgun for the Shuck. Quick pass. There's Kevin Austin Jr. from the slot for the first down on a slant. And that gets him, I think, to Atlanta territory on a quick play. That's a good gain right there. That's what I like to see. Just those quick little passes. Nice route from Kevin Austin Jr. Just get those quick low gains going. Shuck hands it off to Estime on first down, and that goes nowhere. What these teams on first down love to do nothing. Second and 10. Shuck, quick pass again, and Kevin Austin Jr. drops this one. He had a first down, but he dropped it. Right idea. Just got to bring that one in. That's one he should have caught right in his hands. If he wants to be a guy who makes an NFL team next season, like, he needs to be able to make that play. Now they're in 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, 3 receivers to the right, 1 at the bottom. Screen to Taysom Hill, who cuts up field, maybe gets 5 or 6 yards. Were they maybe trying to set up a manageable 4th down to go for it? It looks like Shuck is staying out there. It's 4th and 4. So I am going to assume they're going for it. If they get Atlanta to jump off sides, they could get the first down. And on top of that, you feel good about like what the Saints defense has been doing. Like if you don't get it, you feel comfortable with how they've been playing. Shuck, shotgun, takes the snap. Shuck, time rolling to his left. Looking downfield. Caught! That's Juwan Johnson for the first down. Big gain. Tyler Shuck escaped that pocket, and he had time. It was a clean pocket, but he made it work. Found Juwan Johnson on a scramble drill. Did he get 2? He did. That's a big play to Juwan. Really good throw, and good job from Juwan Johnson bringing that one in. They're showing a replay of Shuck's pocket. Yeah, he had a decently clean pocket, and he escaped it. He kind of ran himself into pressure on that one. Shuck hands it off to Estime. Gets a yard or 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Saints. A first down would get them in the red zone. They're at the 27. Juwan Johnson does not look to be on the field right now. They run it again. This one with Estime. He hits the outside, cuts it back in, and gets maybe 3 more yards. Puts it at like 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4 to be exact. That was a yard off. We're at 5. We're under 5 minutes now left in the 3rd quarter. Shuck making some pre-snap adjustments. They run it again with Estime. This one goes nowhere. I'm not a big fan of that. They got a yard. Now it's going to be 4th and 3 maybe. I'm assuming the Saints will go for it. Unless they really feel like a field goal is the right move here. It looks like Tyler Shuck is staying on the field. They are lined up to go for it. Juwan is on the field at the top. There's probably a target he's going to want to go to. They snap it. Shuck to throw over the middle. There's Taysom Hill for the first down. And Taysom Hill down near the 10. Taysom Hill getting things going. He was just butt naked open. Ass hanging out and everything. Good play design from Kellen Moore. Atlanta blitzes from the right. Taysom Hill's wide open in that spot. 1st and goal from inside the 10. Shuck pump fakes the screen, and now he just throws that one away. Looked like there's some miscommunication there. They're trying to run like a fake bubble screen, but Taysom is done for. I mean, one catch for like 10 yards doesn't define what we've seen in 17 other games. Second and goal. You probably got to throw it here. I don't know if you can't. I mean, you could run it, but I don't know if you're going to get anything significant. That's what they do, though. They run it with Estime, who cuts it up to... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Estime, is that a touchdown? He's down just a yard short. Okay, I guess I don't know jack shit. Estime somehow made it work. Estime reached over. Well, you got to challenge. Maybe they could challenge it. We didn't see the replay. They go no huddle. Shuck hands it off to Estime. He didn't get it. I don't know why we went no huddle and maybe didn't want to challenge it. If the Saints win, Tampa Bay goes to the playoffs. I don't know why they went no huddle, hurry up offense. It looked like he might have got the touchdown. He might have wanted to look at it. Oh, yeah. Estime was definitely down. 4th and goal from like the 1.5, 2 yard line. You got to assume the Saints are going for it. Kellen Moore, you better be in your bag on this play. Evan Hull is the running back. Shuck play action. Under some pressure. Shuck trying to make something. Throws it. Oh my gosh. Touchdown Kevin Austin. But now there's a flag. How did Shuck pull that off? What's the penalty? Shuck just pulled off. They're calling PI on Dante Pettis. I have no idea how Tyler Shuck made that throw. Let's see this flag. Dante Pettis seems really pissed about it. I don't know about that flag. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But now you got to kick it, obviously. That was an incredible throw from Tyler Shuck. I thought he was just chucking that shit up in the air, but no, he had a man open. All right, Charlie Smith. He's had some difficulty with like the shorter kicks. Let's see what he's got on this 29-yarder. Kick is good. 3-point game. Let's see if I can find that let me see if I can find that. There we go. Here's the estimate run. It looks like he got it, but his knee was down like right here. His knee is down from the other angle, but I don't know why they went no huddle right there. Here's the 4th down play to Taysom Hill. Just a quick little hitch right there. Found a man open. And then here's the 4th down to Juwan. This is what I was kind of saying. Look at the pocket. He has a decently clean pocket. And then he escapes and runs himself into danger. Or not danger, but into pressure. That's something I think he's doing a lot worse of a job today, is running into pressure. And then he ends up making an incredible throw to Juwan. But, like, he didn't, in my opinion, he didn't need to leave this pocket. He probably thought that there was someone coming from this right edge, and maybe he gets sacked if he stays there. But, he made it work. I'm not trying to give him shit for a play that he made. But he should have, it's something he could work on. Of course. Like, there's things everyone in the NFL can work on. You saw what? I'm streaming the game? I'm watching on YouTube TV. I'm not streaming nothing. I guess Taysom Hill is now injured. Taysom Hill's going to the locker room. No helmet or jersey. Wow. Taysom Hill injured. Probably his last snap as a Saint has been played. Groupie got ragdolled. I might have to find that. Here's a return for Atlanta. Uh-oh. Good return, brought down at the 35. Oh my gosh, Groupie. Groupie just... Oh my gosh. Blake Groupie. Full on sent it, and then... All right, here's Cousins' pitch out to Bijan. Nothing. Gets like 2 yards. I'm not calling anyone groupies, man. There's a Colts kicker named Groupie. Why don't we just put you in timeout? Yeah. I'm going to put you in timeout. Bird. Yeah. Bye. 2nd and 8. Cousins zips it for Pitts. Caught over the middle. Did he get the first? And yeah, he got the first. We're about a minute left in the 3rd quarter. It's a 1st down. Algiers the back. There we go. Play action. Jordan off the edge. Cousins throwing. Caught. There's Drake London open for the 1st down into Saint territory. Got to get a turnover. Cam Jordan like 1 second away from another sack. Not even one, like half a second. Defense got to step it up, man. It's not playing well right now, or at least in the second, or at least on this drive. Cousins hands it off to Algier, and Granderson brings him down in the backfield for a loss of 5. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Where's the annual Kirk Cousins pick 6? We need a pick 6 would be lovely. A pick 6 would be incredible. I'm trying to see if they have the Tyler shot touchdown to Kevin Austin. Let's see. Come on. I'm just trying to find the touchdown shuck through that got called back. I can't find it though. I don't think anyone posted it. Maybe someone did. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Well, 4th quarter. This is where the Saints have come to life in the past month and a half, 2 months. Let's see if the defense can maybe get a stop. Offense got to score a touchdown. The fate of the Panthers and the Buccaneers is relying on this game. Maybe if I look up Kevin Austin. Nope, can't find it. If Shuck pulls his game out, is he Rookie of the Year? I think he should win it regardless. I think his biggest competition, my personal opinion of who should be like competing with him, is Trevion Henderson. Did T-Mac? I think T-Mac is a contender. I don't know if he got to 1,000 yards. Did he? T-Mac got over 1,000 receiving yards. I mean, T-Mac is going to be there. I think Jackson Dart should at least be like in the conversation, but I don't think he should win it. I think Shuck should win it, but it's also Rookie of the Year. He didn't play the full year, so that's an argument. But I think he should get it. Cousins to throw under some pressure, going out wide to Mooney. Quincy Riley pats him on the ass and then tackles him. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Falcons. They're basically in field goal range. It'd be a pretty long kick. Did Myles Garrett just break the sack record? I see him. Yep, he did. 23 sacks. 3rd and 10. Bijan's in the backfield. Saints showing pressure. Cousins to throw. Going wide. And he's got a man. That's a first down. That's Darnell Mooney. Saints let up a big 3rd down. Cam Ward is first. I mean, I'm not mad at Cam Ward getting the first team rookie, whatever. Like, Cam Ward should also be in the rookie of the year conversation, but he's just on the Titans. That is a big first down for the Falcons. Cousins in the shotgun. They give it to Algier. And he gets 5 yards. That's probably their best run of the second half. It'll be Atlanta's just outside of the red zone. They're in a 2nd and 5. Defense has to hold them here. Field goal or nothing. Get a turnover, pick 6. No touchdown. A touchdown makes this game very difficult. They're going to run it with Bijan. Nothing. Cam Jordan's right there. Another tackle for a loss. Nothing for Bijan Robinson. Got his whole shirt ripped in half. Yeah. He lost his entire shirt. All right. 3rd and 6. Let's not let up a first down this time. Chase Young, you've come in clutch in the 4th quarter. It's now your time to shine, buddy. Cousins will pass it. Cousins going out wide. He's got Kyle Pitts open for a first down. If it's 3rd and 6, why are we playing 10 yards back? Kyle Pitts just ran a quick little curl and got the first. It's a tough play. 2 third downs in a row. The Saints had him, and there's just a guy wide open. They're in the red zone now. They go play action with Bijan. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid tipped it, but Kyle Pitts caught it for like 8 yards. I thought Kool-Aid was about to pick it. I thought Algier was open in the end zone for a touchdown. Kool-Aid, like 1 finger away from batting it away. And maybe Kyle Pitts didn't get 2 feet. Now they're saying incomplete. He didn't get 2. No, that's not a catch. He didn't get 2. Meanwhile, the Colts are keeping up with the Texans right now with Riley Leonard at quarterback. It'll be 2nd and 10. The Saints catch a lucky break there. This is the time where Chase Young needs to show up and get a sack. They'll throw it. Cousins, decent protection. Now he's under pressure, and Cam Jordan gets Granderson gets the sack. That's Carl Granderson, and it'll be another 3rd and long. All right, one more stop. One more stop. You could say that's holding on the right tackle as well for Atlanta. It will be 3rd and 11. Inside the red zone, Saints have given up 2 big third downs so far this drive. Cousins is going to throw. He's going for it all in the end zone for London, and that's incomplete. No flags. Kool-Aid was there. Drake London almost made an incredible catch, but it falls incomplete. Even if he caught it, I think he would have been out of bounds. Yeah, I don't think there should be a flag. Both sides are making contact. All right, another field goal attempt for Atlanta. Zane Gonzalez probably going to make it. He does. And it's now 16-10 with 10:43 left. Let's see what Taysom Hill's injury was. Taysom Hill left. He has a right shoulder injury. He's questionable to return. I'm assuming he's just questionable because that's like the first stage of injuries, but he's probably not going to play. I mean, they took off his helmet and his jersey. I have no idea what's going on in the Colts game. I saw Alex Pierce like catch a football in the end zone, and then he was talking to a ref, and then there's a penalty. You probably got to score a touchdown here if you're the Saints. I mean, you could obviously not defense get to stop or whatever, but it would be ideal if they could get a touchdown, of course. I'm surprised we even have one touchdown, if we're being honest. Like, the fact that they have 6 points and the supporting cast is what the supporting cast is impressive. We have more tight ends to use. We have Juwan, Matavo, and Trayton Welch. Those are the only tight ends we got. Those are the only tight ends we got. All the other ones are injured. All right. That was a 13-play drive for the Falcons that resulted in a field goal. Dude from Matavo, I mean, he's a 7th-round pick tight end. I don't think we really expected him to be like great or anything. Here's the kick. Kneel it. Oh, they're returning it. Hull's returning it to the 25. They lost that on like 10 yards. All right, they're talking about Taysom Hill. They said a right shoulder injury. It doesn't look like his right shoulder got... It looked like his left shoulder got hit, but maybe the way he landed on his right one, I don't know. Regardless, it's 1st and 10 from the 25. Empty backfield. They changed the formation. Shuck. Quick pass to Kevin Austin. Can't bring that one in. Shuck at 200 passing yards today. All right, second down. Shuck hands it off. Here's Estime. Gets a decent gain, about 5 yards. It'll be third and manageable. Let's not go 3 and out here. All right. Let's see what the offense can do on this third down. Got to assume Juwan or Kevin Austin is his main man here. Shuck fires. There's Kevin Austin. Can't bring it in. Looked like it hit him in the hands and he couldn't hold on. And you got to assume the Saints are punting. Hit him right in the hands. Couldn't hold on. He got hit and couldn't hold on through contact. Saints to punt after a 3 and out. Hopefully this is a good one. It looks to be okay. Fielded inside the 20. Hitting the right edge. Here's the return man brought down by Jalen Ford around the 23. It's been a rough game for Kevin Austin. He has like 2 or 3 drops. He's had a few opportunities to make plays and he hasn't. Kevin Austin pulling out his best Juwan Johnson early season impression. I guess Alec Pierce for the Colts got ejected or disqualified for bumping into a ref or something. That's wild. I'm looking at the replays. I can't believe he got disqualified for that. This is crazy. The refs have too much power. Okay. You got to assume they're going to try and run the football here. Why so much conservative play calling? They have no wide receivers. Air the football out. Air it out to who? You're going to throw a jump ball to Dante Pettis? Please tell me, who are they supposed to air the football out to? Gotta assume Atlanta's going to try and run it with here. Algier or Bijan. Defense has been doing a good job on them today, but I mean, Bijan can break one out at any point, as we know. We're under 10 minutes left. It's a 6-point game. They start off with the run to Bijan. That's a hold. Bijan hitting it out left. Takes a low hit, and the ball did it come out. I think they're ruling him down. It looked like there was a little bit of a hold on the defender or lineman blocking Chase Young. It'll be 2nd and 6, no penalty. The ball, I guess, came out after he was down. They go play action. Cousins on a bootleg, rolling out right, looking for Kyle Pitts. First down. Sanker can't bring him down. Still going. First down past the 40. Got to get a pick here if you're the defense. Got to make a play. Defense has to make it. They can't let them get in field goal range. A field goal would end it. I don't think the Saints are capable of getting 2 scoring drives at this point. Cousins will throw it. Chase Young with there. And Chase Young gets the sack. That's number 10 on the year for Chase Young. They now have 2 guys with 10 sacks this season. That is insane. Chase Young got back there immediately. And that's a big play because now it's going to be 2nd and 18 for Atlanta. What a play from Chase Young. Bijan was there as well. If Cousins had time, he definitely could have beat out Pete Warner. It'll be 2nd and 18. Isaac Yiadom is out on the field. I wonder why he's out there. Cousins screen to Bijan. Chase Young, another tackle for a loss. Chase Young is incredible, dude. Every time Bijan gets the football, number 99 is right there holding him, preventing him from making a play. Every time they try and go to Bijan on a screen, 99 is right there. Honestly, he could have maybe read that for a pick if there wasn't alignment in his way. Great job from Chase Young. Back-to-back plays. Third and 23. We just can't commit a penalty here. Just don't do something stupid. Cousins is going out wide, and that was incomplete. Don't know where he was trying to throw the football. If he had a little bit more juice on that, that might have been a pick. But Atlanta will punt, and the Saints are going to get it back. So Chase Young basically saves the day again. There's 6:38 left. And let's see what Tyler Shuck can do. He's been able to do it 3 times this season on game-winning drives. Can he do it one more time with guys he's never really practiced with? All right, here's the punt. Dante Pettis to return it from around the 20. Makes a man miss, cuts it outside. And Pettis making more guys, and he gained 0 yards and lost 0 yards. He fielded it at the 20, got to the 30, ran backwards and sideways, and then ended up back where he caught the football. And they'll start off at the 25. What a day for Chase Young. What a day for Chase Young. 10 sacks on the season. Playing 12 games. He also has a career high in 11 tackles for a loss as well. Let me see if I can get that up real quick. Chase Young, playmaker. All right, well, everyone in Carolina, every Panthers fan, every Bucs fan, every Saints and Falcons fan, or maybe not every, but people are watching. This is a big spotlight. Let's see what Shuck can do. If he can pull off a win, I think he solidifies Rookie of the Year. A game-winning drive in this scenario and circumstances. Yeah, career year for Chase Young, no doubt about it. And he missed the first 5 weeks with a calf injury. I was heated about that contract. I thought it was a waste of money, waste of time at the start of the season, and now he might be the best player on the team. Chase Young saves the day again. Well, now that we're a commercial, we got a playoff ad. Really curious to see how the playoffs shake out because there isn't like one dominant team. All right, let's see what they got. Chase Young, who knows? Like, he might have made a Pro Bowl or something if he played the entire season. All right, 6:23, 75 yards to go. They're going to start this drive off with the run with Estime, who maybe gets like 4 or 5 yards, a decent gain. A decent gain to start off. Let's roll, Mr. Shuck. Second and 5 from the 30. Shuck will hand it off to Estime again. He's got a lane in a first down, tumbling forward. And that is a first down for the Saints. Good start to the drive. Estime's going. Playing some ground and pound football. There's 150 of you guys in here. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, support the channel, everything like that. Stay up to date. They go no huddle. Estime another run. Estime another lane. And Estime 9 yards. Another run for decent yardage. Estime coming up clutch in the fourth quarter again. If he's not gassed, maybe just keep running it with him. We're under 5 minutes left in the game, and basically the season, unless this goes into overtime. Second down and 1. Evan Hull is the running back. Pettis in motion. To go play action to Pettis. Shuck stepping up. Shuck's got a lot of room. He's running. There's Tyler Shuck. Slide. He's still going down near the 20. Tyler Shuck with a 30-yard run. Tyler Shuck pulling off magic again. Stepping up in the pocket. Finding a lane. Just outside of the red zone. Got to get a touchdown. Here's a handoff to Hull, who cuts back and gets 3 yards. Gets him to the red zone. And now we are at under 4 minutes left now. We are now under 4 minutes left. Second and 7. They're at the 20. Got to assume maybe they do like a little quick game here. A little dump off pass to maybe Juwan or something. Estime's back in the game at running back. Shuck's going to throw it. Shuck under some pressure, airing it out to the end zone. Incomplete, looking for Ronnie Bell. Tight coverage. It was almost there. Could not quite connect. Another play where they're just this close away, this close off. It's going to be third down now. This is 4 down territory. Estimates the running back. Atlanta showing maybe a disguised blitz. They don't. Shuck, quick pass. Oh, he's picked. Oh, no. That's a pick six. He's running, and Estimate bring him down. He's brought down out of bounds. I think that's D. Alford. That's a pick. They tried running another quick little slant out wide. He didn't fall for it this time. He jumped it, and that's a pick. The Saints have been running that play all game long. He didn't fall for it this time. Played it perfectly. And now Atlanta just needs a field goal. And this game is probably over. They're already in field goal range at the 27. Unless the defense can make another stop and get another turnover. Atlanta will start off with the run to Algier. Gets a few yards. We still got the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. Lots on the line here for the division. Rookie of the Year could be on the line as well for Tyler Shuck. It looks like the Saints took a timeout. Yeah, they did. All right. Another run for Atlanta. Another one for Algier. That one goes nowhere. Maybe a yard or so. Gotta assume they take a timeout. Really, the biggest difference in this game is the blocked punt. Atlanta's only touchdown came off a blocked punt and getting the football at the 5-yard line. All right, third down. A first down would probably end this game. There's still 3 minutes left. You'd have the 2-minute warning, so it wouldn't be necessarily over, but it'd be tough. Another run. This one to Algier, and did not get the first. He got like a yard or two. And assuming the Saints took another timeout. All right. Do they go for the block? We've seen Brian Brzez's not playing, but we've seen him leap over the line and block some kicks. Do they try and pull that out? Got to be careful not to commit another penalty. I mean, Zane Gonzalez is just like perfect. Since he got to Atlanta, he's maybe been the best kicker in the NFL. Zane Gonzalez, like, I wish he was my kicker. The guy never misses. The guy is as good as it gets. Like, he always comes in clutch. He's got the clutch gene in him. This game is basically over because Zane Gonzalez is just that good of a kicker. It's a 38-yard attempt for Zane Gonzalez. Easy for him. Too easy for him. 38 yards. He does this in his sleep. Kick is good. I was trying to jinx him. Damn it. He made it. All right, well, now it's a 9-point game. Saints have no timeouts, and there's 2:52 left. Looking back, I mean, Charlie Smith missed, what, a 56-yarder field goal earlier? It could have been a 6-point game. Saints gonna have to throw it. They can't rely on the running game this drive. They have to actually throw it, and I don't know if they'll be able to like complete any passes or move the football. It's incredible that he has 200 yards on the day by itself. Saints defense doing their job all day long. Even the touchdown they let up, I mean, was only set up because of a blocked field goal. This game is over with a buddy? Probably. This game is probably over. But we've seen a lot of crazy shit happen this season and just the NFL in general. So we shall see. And the Saints will kneel this out for a touchback. Yeah, that pick definitely hurt. All right, they got to go 65 yards with no timeouts. I mean, they could kick the field goal and then go for like the onside if that's the route they want to go. But none of it matters if they can't move the football. Shuck, 1st and 10, zipping it out, incomplete, looking for Juwan. It's going to be tough, man. Falcons defense is good. Saints have practice squad players almost everywhere. All right, 2nd down. Shuck is stepping up. He's running. He's getting out of bounds. Stopping the clock, getting a few yards. The Colts are beating the Texans right now 30-29. That's crazy. That is absurd. All right, 3rd and 6, 4-down territory, of course, given where the game is at. Shuck throwing, stepping up, finds Estime. He's going to come up a yard short, and they got to go for it, and the game could be over right here. Let's see. 4th and 1. They run it. Estime. Oh, he got it. He got it with the little extra push at the end. He was short. He was short, and then a little extra push got the first. Estime was right at the line, and then a little extra push got him just barely past it. All right. I got no idea how the rest of this game is going to end. I kind of want some chaos. The Raiders secure the #1 pick. Jacksonville got a win. I want to see Tyler Shuck throw another touchdown. Let's just start stat padding for the rookie of the year. Jackson Dart and the Giants just got another win over the Cowboys. They'll probably help his rookie of the year odds a little bit, but whether or not he is like a legitimate candidate, I don't know. Houston, I don't know if they've been playing their starters or not. The fact that that defense has led up 30 points to the Riley Leonard-led Colts, unless the backups are all in. But if the starters are in for the Texans, like that's not a great way to go into the playoffs. No, it looks like the starters are in for the Texans. Nine-point game, 2 minutes left. I mean, the only way the Saints can pull off a win is a field goal / touchdown, onside kick, and then another touchdown or field goal. At the end of the day, though, at least the Saints have their first-round pick. At least they have their first-round pick. It is first down for the Saints. Shuck under some pressure. Looking downfield. Oh, he's got Dante Pettis. That's a first down. Nice play from Tyler Shuck. Finding a man downfield. That's a pretty good gain. That's to the Falcons 28. Clock is ticking. Gotta wonder, do they want to go for a field goal from here or do they want the touchdown now? They're gonna snap it. Shuck's throwing again. Over the middle. There's Pettis again for a first down. Hold on to the football. Brought down inside the 20. Clock is ticking. They're going no huddle. You got to assume. They're lining up to run another play. Route 117, 116. Shuck, snap. Going to the end zone for a man. Touchdown. One-handed snag. Ronnie Bell. They finally hit on it. That's a touchdown. 1:11 left. They need an onside kick. What a throw from Tyler Shuck. They need an onside kick. An onside kick. Charlie Smith was able to get one earlier this season in Miami. What a catch from Ronnie Bell. One-handed right in the bread basket, right in the bucket from Tyler Shuck under pressure. And Charlie Smith's kick is good. Now it comes down to an onside kick. Charlie Smith missed the field goal earlier, so obviously that's at the back of your mind. Can the Saints special teams, that has been pretty butt cheeks all day, get an onside kick? The odds are against them. Odds are against them. But who knows? We've seen some crazy shit happen in the NFL. Especially this season. There's been the most craziest things happen in the NFL this year. All right, let's see if Charlie Smith can pull off another onside kick recovery. Saints beat themselves. I mean, for the most part, yeah, they beat themselves. was mainly the Saints' mistakes that costed him in this game, but still. All right. All right, Charlie. What do you got? He was able to do it earlier this season. Let's go. Let's see what he got. Here's the kick. Bouncing. And that's going to do it. Atlanta recovers. The kick didn't even go 10 yards. All right, well, Carolina now gets into the playoffs. The Saints finished the season. Was it 6-11? 4-1 in the last 5. Just not enough juice and energy in this last one. Appreciate that, Devi. Appreciate that. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Good live stream, and I'll catch you guys in next time.